Hello? Um, bless, 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 bless. Bless, 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 all praises. Bless, 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 my brother. Bless. Oh, be terrible. Oh, be terrible. Oh, be terrible. Peace and blessings, people. Yes, I give thanks, all praise unto the Most High. Thank you, guys. 7 o'clock. I think I'm here. I'm back again. And Scott, bless up, Scott. Bless up, bless up. Bless up, my brother. Bless up, bless up, bless up. So, yes, my people there. I know. Scott Dave King. Scott Dave King. Bless, bless, bless. Sorry. I thought it was my brother Scott. Bernard. Brother Scott King something. Yeah. Bless, bless. Yes, people. Yes, people. All praises, all praises. Line up, line up. Oh?
Scott King is a member on your beginners program.
Yeah, Scott King, yeah. I thought it was Scott, I thought it was Scott Bernard, but Scott King. You know, that's why first when I look, I see Scott, but I didn't see the King. I come close and I see the King. Share this live, people. Share this live and direct. So people, when I say, they're on the page again, you know, people. I will come to tell them, I come to the continuation about my life in America right now. Because I give you a little examples of my life out of America. Little pieces out of America. Different country. Right here in America now. You see, blood, rough life in America. To be strong and to able to look within yourself and to be your own guide. To don't be a follower, but be smart enough to realize and start to recognize the decisions of you being your own person, own leader, and not because a friend come call you and tell you say, let's go. You know how we do when we are around people. We have to show off. And we got to learn from our mistakes. And if you didn't make the mistake yet, I'm going to tell you because I don't want you to do the same thing I do. And I'm not trying to believe that what I did is good or I'm trying to glorify what I did today. No, I'm not glorifying what I did. I'm just want the people them to know certain decisions that a person, boy or woman, child, man or woman, boy or child, the decisions that we're gonna make has a lot to, it's gonna have a lot to do with the outcome. The decisions that we make, okay? The decisions that we make It's the one that brings the outcome of our lives, these decisions. And either we learn from them, some of us die by them, but my life actually in America and the rough edges, all right, tough, tough, rough in my situation. Like I said, there's a lot in my situation I cannot even really start to begin to talk about. But that's why I give you all guys the little pieces it's again. So the video that I made talking about stepping into the Vanderveer, running away from people from there, not even having problems with them just because I chose to walk with a certain amount of people, a group of people that was affiliated themselves with other things, and me not knowing of the affiliation but being someone on the block just arrived and saying they are my neighbors and they're young as me. I didn't see it was a problem to associate with them. No, I didn't think it was a problem to go, even though I was warned many times. So one of the things that I blessed, give thanks, can I see what it is?
You sent a $5 donation.
Thank you for the $5 donation, my brother. Thank you. So we're gonna go and we're gonna pick up where did we left off. And it's again here I am into the Vanderveer, which now calls Garden State. So one of my encounters with the this one front page again. And when we say front page, when we talk about front page, we're talking about the front page will be as long you're Nostrand, anything between Nostrand and Cotillion, Nostrand and Newkirk, sorry. Anything wrong in that area would be the front of the Vanderveer. So that the first project here would be front page, which will be right between Newkirk and Nostrand. We have the street that goes this way, Newkirk comes this way. So it will be in between Newkirk, Nostrand, and Foster. That will be the front page. Anybody will know. So I goes in there and I met a friend. It's so strange. Grown man, real grown man. And I try not to mention people's names. I don't want to get people in problems, so I'm not gonna mention nobody's name. But a grown man with a gold cap and the front teeth. Short brother. And that brother and I becomes friends. And the brother came to me and the brother said, yo, brother, yo. Turn around. Say, man, you work in that store on the block, right? I said, what store? He said, man, the store like the discount store, the store that sells lotions and all that stuff there. I said, yeah, I work in it. He said, what's the name of that store? I said, Leroy's Discount Store. That was the name of the store. He said, yeah, man. Oh, man, bro. You cool, man, because I remember one time the brother had came in there with a credit card, right? They used to do credit card scheme. And what he did was, he and a woman came in there and they buy lamps. They buy a lamp. That time they used to have a lamp that looked like a flower. It goes up, it looked like a hibiscus, but it goes up there. So they had bought 2 of these on the card or whatever that I was working in. And then the brother was a jabber, and he could talk. And while he lyrics in the owner of the store who I used to work for, I ended up seeing he was a slicky hunt too. So I caught him uh, stealing some old spice and the roll in the old spice cologne. And I caught him, but I saw him and he looked at me. I looked at him and I tell him, I said, look, man, you gotta put that back and listen. I didn't make a noise or anything about it. So, and I didn't tell nobody else. It's only I saw it then. I ain't say nothing to him. Really, I just said, yo. And he came, I said, he asked me, he said, man, you gonna drop a dime on me? I said, dude, let me tell you this, dude. Just don't come in here and do this stuff while I'm on the clock, man. Don't be doing that, man. You know what I mean? Because now you make me, I gotta come approach you and tell you what you're doing. This, that, and the third. So, yo, just if you want to still do, just don't come to the store when I'm on the clock. Please don't do that. So I guess he remembered that. He remembered that. And he said, man, you're a good dude, man. I like you, man. You're a good dude. So that day when I met him again, I was gonna look for the bud. And now, like I said, I started going in there by myself because, like I said, from the very first time, I knew where Vanderbilt was, but I never really went up in there until the night with these brothers going to the dead end to try to get whatever they're trying to get. They didn't get the dread police, bust the dread. So, we coming out now wondering where we're gonna get the bud. Our whole man been tracking us, shoot after us, whatever. I have to run back this way where I came from to 38th Street. All of that I told you about that. So that kind of way I didn't kind of way chill. But one day I took it on my own to pass front page. That's like I make the man. He called me out, told me about the remembrance, so what he did with the old spice. So we talking and boom. So I said to him, dude, you know, I'm looking for He like, oh yeah, no problem, yo, fuck me. So I'm like, so I we walk through front page, and now we cutting through front page to go to it's all this is projects. But we passing through the projects to come out of the projects to cross over the street, which is Foster, to go to the other projects that's on the other side of Foster. So he lives in one of the back buildings right there. We went over there. But before we reach over there, we're going to get the weed. Get the weed now. So he asked me like, yeah, dude, how do you make money apart from work? So I'm like, sometimes I juggle a little something. He said, man, I can make you make my money, man, my bread. I'm like, yeah, doing what? Doing what? He said, bro, listen, bro, I can make you make mad money, man. I'm like, but doing what though? What I got to do? That nigga said, the man said to me, he said, yo, you ever heard about a brick in a box? I said, brick in a box? What you mean, man? What you mean, a brick in a box? He said, yeah, man. Man, I put a brick in a box, man, and I sell that. I said, you put a brick in a box and you sell that? How can you do that? Man, I said, yo, I guarantee you, if you help me to make these boxes, man, I'll make you a believer. I said, man, I wasn't doing nothing that day. And I really wanted to see that, man. Trust me, a brick in a box you sell for $400, $500, $600. A brick in a box. I said, nah, I gotta see that, man. I want to see that. He said, all right, bro, you don't believe me, I know. You don't believe me, but I'm gonna make you be a believer today. I'll make you be a believer today. He said, yo, just walk with me, man. We have a place where they call the Junction. Everybody know the Junction. If you walk down straight, Nostrand, or if you take Flatbush Street, you're gonna end up in the Junction. They call it Flatbush Junction. That's what they call it, Flatbush Junction. So he said, yo, follow me to the Junction, man. I'm like, all right, so what you gonna do over there, man? He said, yo, man, now look, dude, watch and learn. I said, all right, bro, I'm gonna watch and I'm gonna learn. He said, yo, dude, do me one favor, man, just watch and learn. I said, all right. He goes to the Junction. Money goes in a little art store that sells magazines, man. Oh of magazines, Time Life, 60 Minutes, all kind of magazines he's selling there. I said, bro, what you doing here? He said, dude, why don't you learn? Boy, go talk to Habibi, and I see Habibi come out with some boxes, dude. They look like juice boxes, not the box of juice, the box, the cardboard box that the juice comes in the cartoon, that box. So it's a bigger brown box. So I see Habibi bring a bunch of different sizes for him. I'm wondering like, yo, all these boxes. I said, just watch and learn. Then and turns around and Habibi giving, I don't know what their plan was, but he got magazines. Yo, dude, back then we used to get a chip, a code for the PlayStation or the Xbox 360 was a chip, a code chip that comes in the magazine where it gives you all the chips for the games to like get little moves and combinations and stuff. That's all what I knew back then about that was coming in a certain magazine. But dude, this brother put me on. This brother put me on plain as day. This brother started showing me that back in the time, these days, they used to send warranties, right? So they would have magazines, and what they would do, say an item came out, like Live Salt came out, and what they would do, Live Salt would be in the magazine, but they would put like a warranty, a slip in a certain part in that magazine where it's showing you the warranty of the Lysol, da 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 da. They used to put warranties in this little thing. So this brother now has came to a conclusion how we get the items to the box. So all right, cut a long story short, to make the boxes, if we get the boxes, you gotta get foam rubber. This little stuff where they put inside the boxes, like when you buy something, you open it, you have a little foam rubber in it. You gotta get bubble paper, bubble plastic. You gotta get that. In other words, this brother gonna imitate when you buy something from a box and they ship it out for you back in the days. It used to come with plastic, bubble paper, this little white stuff in it, and the box. It fits that when you shake the box, you know the box got something in it from the factory, and the way they tape it, the warranty they put on it, and after they put the warranty, the way they used to put a thin plastic, like a thin plastic where they wrap the stuff with, okay? Then after that, you start making the pictures. You have to put the pictures of the camcorder after you make the box. You gotta put the pictures of the camcorder on that box, set it up nice, the same way they would, because if you buy the camcorder, whatever you buy when you buy it, it'll be in a box, but on the box, you'll see the camcorder all around. You'll see it, and it'll have the little warranty placed on the side. So this brother now imitates all of that. Now, still on with him, they're catching all the items to do these things. I'm a non-believer. I keep saying, no, this is not going to work, man. I don't care what you say. The brother tell me, yo, dude, this is something I'm doing. Dude, what you mean it's not going to work? It's going to work. I've been doing it. But I never see it, so I'm doubtful, right? So we got all what we need. We got newspaper, we got bubble paper, we got the wrap, he had a skill. Well, he had a skill in his house already, all that. So now we get all the items that we need, and we're going to go back to his house now. Go back to his house. And I'm sitting there, watching him bulk the newspaper, because first you gotta get the box, gotta get newspaper, you gotta bulk the paper, and tape it like a ball. So you're gonna make this bulky balls like folded, okay? And then you're gonna get that brick. So the brick, you need to like use this wrapping little ball paper stuff to hold the brick in a box, okay? So we make like 4 of them. He make them up. He hold them, put the brick in a certain way, and use these ball papers that he have to hold the brick properly in the box, right? So first thing is to place the brick place the brick in a box. Okay, in a regular cardboard box, juice box, or any type of box, you're gonna weigh the box. Whatever you're gonna imitate that you're selling, you gotta know how much it weighs. So all that comes on the in the magazine in the shipping department where they have the warranty. It gives you how much grams the stuff weigh, the box, the package weigh. It tells you. So your job is to build that stuff same on the same weight and everything, the same identical look and everything. I will watch it, and this brother is making it. He's selling everything, starting from the cardboard box to inside of the box, putting the brick into the box, getting the newspaper, wetting it a little bit, making balls with them, and making them becomes like thick, and then sticking them. You put the brick in the box like crossway, okay, and you use this stuff to hold the end of the end of the brick, so the brick is kind of way like that, and you pin the brick in the box. After you do that, now you start decorating that cardboard box, that brown box. You start decorating it. Means we're gonna cut pictures out of the magazines, of the camcorder and all of that. We're gonna stick it on the box, place it every seal. We make sure we seal that you can't see no lines. Like, we gotta make this thing look official, man. Well, not we, him, because I didn't know nothing about that. I'm just taking him in doing this. So, we going at it, man. I went over his house when I met him, and he told me about it. And for we to go get the juice boxes and do all of that, after we took about an hour and change to get all this other stuff. And then we went to another Arab guy and get the sandwich plastic, the fine, the one that stick quick, it's like sensitive, even it raise the hairs on your paws. We had to get these. So we go and we get these. Now this is a plastic we're gonna take and put over that box souls. After we make the design of the cut of the box, and we cut up all these pictures and put on that box, we glue that. Now we're gonna use that fine plastic, that stick, we place it on it nice and seal it. We're making a real camcorder box looking like it just came from the store. He's making that. So he made the first one. Looked at it and said, wow, this thing look like this is camcorder in there. We made the set. We made 6 boxes. 6 camcorder boxes we made. And we went out. So he said, yo, listen, let me tell you something now. You gotta watch me good, man. You gotta watch me good. I said, what you mean? He said, you gotta watch me good because, yo, I got game. I'm like, you got game? What kind of game you talking about? He said, yo, I gotta school you into this, bro. I gotta school you into this. I need you to watch my moves when I'm busting my moves. I mean, watching moves when you're busting your moves. What you mean by watching moves? I say, yeah, bro, you gotta watch me because this thing is not just about making the boxes. When you go out to sell the boxes, you gotta be. It's another way, another something that is new for you. You gotta learn. He said, yo, man. I asked him. I said, yo, where you learn this from? He said, man, I've been locked up already, man. It's another older brother teaching me one of the oldest trade. I said, well, he said, yo, one of the oldest trade is selling a brick in a box. I said, for real? He's like, yeah, man, that been going on for a long time, dude. You know you can make money out of that. So like I said, I'm getting more enticed, He giving me the stories, dropping it like it's hot. And I'm like, whoa, he boosting my whole thing up. I'm like, what? Let's go. And he makes 6 boxes. Now he's schooling me upon when he catch a Vic. What to look for to know he's about to catch a guap from the Vic. I'm like, he said, bro, well, I'm gonna tell you something, you gotta keep your eye on me. He said, man, they greedy, man. These people are greedy, man, and you catch them. They always act like they don't want to buy stolen stuff. They greedy. So when just keep your eye on me. You see, I'm a walk. You always walk on the other side of the street. You never walk directly in the same side as me. You always walk on the other side of the street and you give me a couple feet. You walk behind it. You keep your eyes on me. He said, bro, I be catching them real easy. I be giving them the eye scan. I said, the eye scan? What is that? He said, the eye scan, man, you gotta check to see if the brother smoke. I said, what smoking got to do with that? He said, yo, bro, the brother smokes cigarettes. They're the perfect key, man, for this whole stuff. I said, what you mean? How you mean? He said, bro, see, I watch them from afar. I study them, man. I look to see if they have cigarettes or they're smoking. And what I do is, see, I could just walk to them. I could just walk to them. I could just walk to them now. And there are three ways I get them. One is I bump into them and pretend that I don't see them, so I walk with my bag. So he had this thing where he does now. He got his stuff in the bag, right? And he got the camcorder. Now, back in the days, y'all know camcorders when they first came out, they were hot. Everybody wanted a camcorder. Everybody wanted a camcorder. And they started making the big old corny ones, and then they started making the nicer one that you could just hold in your hand and move like that, and real nice. Yeah, people was going crazy for camcorders. When camcorders came out, they were selling them for over $900. When they first came out, $900, $1,000. They were selling them for. So, you know, when we go to sell something selling for $900, $1,000, we ain't taking nothing but 4 or 5 for it. That's 4 or 5, you know, $400 or $600 for a camcorder. We selling. So the first day I got with the brother said, yo, watch it, look. He gave me, he dropped the jams on me, he tricks on me, he let me know what to look for. When he bump into them, main time he bump into them, he always bump into them. As he bump into them, he let one of his side of his bag go, so you could see what's in the bag. So you're gonna be walking, he walking, and he pretend that he bump into you. He's very apologetic. He said, yo, I'm sorry, sir, I'm sorry, but I just didn't see you a smoker. He said that he's sorry and all that. At the main time, he has a cigarette in his mouth. He said, excuse me, so could you give me a light? See how we catch you? So you stop, and while you're looking for that light to give him, his next move is to make you focus in what's inside of his bag. So he will simply drop an end one handle of the brown paper bag. He simply drop one handle of the paper bag. I'll make it look like his bag slipped. So now he fly your lighter, his cigarette go this way. Now you helping him to pick up stuff off the floor, off the ground. You're trying to help him to pick up your lighter and his tail bag, you know, or his stuff done dropping you. So now, as you see that, now the brother is a slick brother, man. I learned a lot from this brother, okay? But prison was not my thing, so I never continue with that, because if I did continue with what he taught me, surely I would end up in prison. Now I used it for a little bit to eat food, but right after that, I was off that. And I'm going to tell you how I stopped doing that now. But we're going to go in my first time, I'm going to sell a brick in a box. So boom, we went over there to Avenue M. So what did the brother say? He said, bro, let me tell you something, man. I never sell that stuff for my people, man. I never sell no brick in a box or no black person. I always go out. I catch the Latinos and I catch the whites. I'm saying, but the Latino people are black people too. And he said, after a while, he said, bro, you know what? I don't sell nothing in my community, my neighborhood. I go out, and anybody want to buy my stuff, I sell it. So I said, yeah, I feel you, bro. You gotta eat. But like I said, I ain't selling nothing yet. It's the first time I'm going out with him, and I'm watching all his moves until he butts the move with the Caucasian brother that he adds to the light and bring the bag down. Got the man all interested instantly, because at first I was with doubt. I didn't believe that was going to sell. I didn't believe that he could have convinced somebody to buy something and don't open the box. And one of the things the brother was trying to convince me about is, yo, the key thing is you need to have jams, man. You need to talk them out of not opening that box in front of you. So I had to learn all that. So the first day I go out and I see the brother, we sold the first box. Because when the guy saw the camcorder, he was like, what is these? His camcorder, yo, you selling these? The guy like, he looking back and forth like, yeah, I'm selling these. And he's getting on thing. And I'm watching because he said, yo, when you see I hit them like that, and from the moment you see they're interested, get ready to flag a cab. Get ready. I was the cab flagger. Get ready to flag a cab because, yo, we want to sell something. All right? So, boom. That man is like telling my friend, come on, follow me. Let's go over there. My friend like, yo, man, I ain't got time for that. You want the stuff, you take it right here. Boom, bam. I told you I'm hot. I ain't following you going nowhere. Yo, I'm looking to get out of here. My man looking back and forth all the time. Looking back and I'm telling you, I gotta go. Let me get that light, but he holding him up. Every time he asks him, and I like the man, come and give him a light, he bend on tell the man, yo, like he fixing his stuff, and he messing with him. The man said, yo, man, I wanted two of them. I wanted two. I said, two? Look, how much you gonna, he asked me, how much you gonna give me for two? My man's like, yo, looking, like, yo, come to the corner right here, come to the corner right here. When the corner is not nowhere from where they're standing, the man only walking 2-3 steps from where they're standing. It's not like he's going to any back of any building or he going anywhere. He's just a lyricist, gassing you up and confusing you. So, man start walking, he stop. And after the time he stop, I know, flag a cab. You need to. From the time he do that, stop, and he used to show me a little signal like he put in his quarter or he brushing on his thing, whatever. So I was like, okay. Then the man said, I see the man go and pull out his billfold. I said, what? Guy pull out his billfold, and the man count. Must be 1,000 something, 1,003, maybe $1,300. Instantly count and gave it to my video. From the time I see homeboy went in the back pocket and start doing this. Okay, no, that's what. So now after that, what I do is I bypass them. I bypass them wherever they stand there. Act like I don't know my man. I bypass them. I flag the cab. Okay, tell the driver, hold up a minute. A friend coming, and if wherever we at, I never stop the cab like right in front of the person to see we flagging a cab. If my man's here, I'm at the corner. So my man's from the time he bust that silk, he gotta be out of there. And I jump my cab, boom. So the day we went out, $1,300 instantly. I can't believe it. We just sold 2 camcorders. We had 6. We remained 4, and we already got $1,300 instantly. Boy, oh wow, woo! Money so fast like that. Whoa, can't believe it. Man looked at me, and brother was a good brother too, man. The man said, for your very first time, bro, I give you $600. What? $600? The first time I even do that. The brother was just like, but I don't know. The brother's enticing me. And the brother said, he love how I just move because he said, you know that some guys going out with him, but they're slow on the moves. You know, he got to like do everything himself. Our first 2 boxes, sell it over the avenue and jump in a cab. And we decided to go King's Plaza. And from the cab, we got money. Go King's Plaza, same old crap. He sell 2 boxes over there. Now I'm just following where he's selling boxes. Now I'm getting like the stuff, like cab, get ready, da. Oh yeah. I started going with him for about like 90 days, 3 months. We making boxes. He had 2 things was doing. Either make the box, and he had this other thing doing. He going to get a big stereo empty box. Okay? That brother was about making money, showing me how to make money in the street, easy. He gonna get a big box, like a speaker box or whatever. He get the sticker, says paid on the box. He take that box, he push it in a shopping cart, okay? And then he goes into a supermarket. Yo, this brother showed me enough things in when I met this brother, man. Things I thought that was not even possible. This brother showed me it's possible, man. This brother got a big speaker box, man. It could be any speaker box, a big box that has like a stereo equipment or something that someone purchased. He go and he get a big paid sticker. Drop it on the box. Boom, paid. When he finished, he cut a hole beside the box, maybe about this size, this length, the hole, nice hole like an entrance. Now he goes into the supermarket, right? You know they have this type of supermarkets that have like two doors, like one to go out and one to come in. So he said, it's like, bro, you go into the white room, he's like, yo, bro, alright, this is what I want you to do for me. I'm gonna go in here. Right? He dressed like an old man. He put on his hat, his old glasses, old coat. I was like an old man. He said, but though, I'll go for this door. What I need you to do, you need to watch when I'm coming out of the supermarket. And what you need to do, you just need to step to the door that allow you to come in. So as I step to the door, he could walk out of the door. So he said to me, bro, keep your eye on me. Alright? So I'm like, alright, bro. So this is another move. New move. I don't never know about this one. This was about the Similac. So this brother now showed me about the Similac where he goes into the supermarket and he make the whole shelf disappear. He makes the whole Similac shelf disappear. I said, how you do that, man? How you gonna make a shelf disappear? They say, yeah. You'll see. I said, that I need to see that. I need to see that. Because you're showing the brick in the box. Now you're showing me this one here. I just don't know how you're going to come out here with all that similar. Making a shelf. I said, watch and learn. Again, you always tell me watch and learn. So he said, oh, he go through the main door. The door open for it. He walks in there like a little old man with his pushcat and his big stereo box inside of this pushcat. And then he walks around. He have his little newspaper. He puts his little newspaper in his back pocket. Got a little mint, you know. And what he doing? He just acting like he's real old and he clocking everybody. And then you see he take time and he walks around. He pick up this, he pick up that, and he put it in his pushcat. And he taking time and he reach boom in the baby department where the Similac is. He reach over there. And then he's standing there. He tells me he put the box right at the edge of the shelf. When he finishes, he takes his hands like this, right? Takes his hand like this and scoop the milk towards the box. And all this Similac just running through that space, dropping inside that like mangoes falling from a tree or fruit. So the first day I went there, he went and he did it. It was not even 20 minutes he went in there. I see he coming out. So I did what he told me to do. And I stepped to the door and going into the supermarket and he used that same door to come out. And all what I have to do is walk around for a little bit and then come out. By the time I come out, he's all the way in the top. He's on the top. I comes. He already tell me where he's gonna go. Train station. So I comes. I pass. Go down to the train station. But now I have to help him. First day we did that, he had a big blue pushcat. I'll get up there. I'm thinking the stuff is light. I come lift up the pushcat like he didn't have nothing in it. The stuff almost strained me. Full with Similac, the big size Similac. And I'm scratching my head on the train. Oh, this man here, this brother too much. We're reaching the hood now. We're reaching Flatbush. Remember the speaker boxes is big like that in this pushcat, you know. This is loaded with milk. The pushcat wheel. It's heavy. And now when we get in the hood, we just go to the Spanish store, the Spanish people, Dominican Republic, or even the Arabs, and we make our money. We sell the milk back to them. And we making guap now. Sometimes to the day that brother knock like 4 stores like that. 4 stores. I mean, working with this brother right here, I call it a job, man. I used to get up out of my house and say, I'm going to work. I said, I'm going to work. I'm going to meet this brother. Either we making boxes with camcorders or we doing the milk stuff. That's all what I ever do with him. He used to do credit cards. I never did credit cards. I just like that. But anyway, It all came to an end until there was a time we started selling that. Like I said, if you can make $600, you can make $600. You can make $800 in less than 3 4 hours. That's good. So that was something that I couldn't make my money in. I just know I had to just call my man's up. What up, man? Or he called me. Where you at? You ready? You ready to go do this? And we go and we doing our own thing. But after we started doing it, we do it so much now. He started going the same place in a week, like twice. I thought I'm like, yo, dude, I don't like when you go in the same place. I mean, we just banged them in the head yesterday. We back over there today. Come on. It's telling them like, yo, I don't feel comfortable that we just bang some people over there. We going over there again. And you're like, yo, you think too crazy, man. It's make money though, make your money. Why you worried so much? Yeah, I'm worried about somebody we sell a brick in a box catch us and actually radish us. I mean, you taking this type of money from somebody, man. I'll get mad and want to kill you. So I tell him, I said, the one day it was raining, and we had 6 boxes again. You always make like 6 to 8 boxes, and it was raining. We just had bad luck. We wasn't selling that night. Our bag get wet, then we fighting to get plastic bag. Nothing selling, and we can't afford the bag, the stuff to get wet. So now we're standing over there. We were there waiting for I think it was the L train. We were waiting for the L train. And this guy came up, it's a black guy, being very inquisitive, came up and, yo, you selling this? My man's telling me, nah, we don't mess with the blacks, man. Nah. The guy's like being so inquisitive. Yo, man, why you only want to sell me one? Sell me one. You know how long I need one of this, man, to go back home with, man? Sell me one of this, man. I'm like, nah, dude, we ain't selling nothing, man. Dude, bro, like, yo, bro, why y'all doing me like that? Yo, bro, why y'all doing me like that? Alright. I'm in the back and he just antagonizing my friend. I'm like, yo, you know what? My man said he's not selling you the stuff. But since you just like, you really want it, man, what? I'll sell it to you, man. But I'm telling you, I'm going to sell it to you. I'm not giving you no breaks, man. Because we already have somebody we got to take this for. You know what I mean? We just mad because, our bad with you know nothing about no rain coming and all of that. And like, we're trying to bring this our man, and you just keep like nagging us about it, man. So he's like, dude, I'm telling you, I don't care if you're asking $700 for one of these, man. This is a new one, man. I will cap it right now. I said, you will give me $700 for one of these right now. He said, yeah, because like I tell you, the Kent County was about 1,000 something. They started making some little small ones that was more expensive than the big one with the big eye stuff. It was there. But I said, yeah, you would. I'm like, my man, yo. I said, dude, can we not bring back two can corders to the other guy and just tell him that, that's only what we got? The guy like, yeah, you tell him, man. I need that. My wife gonna love it, man. Tell him that, man. Tell him that. Tell him that. You can get on your the brother like, yo, thank you, bro, for looking out. In my mind, I'm like, yo, thank me. You're too greedy, man. You're too fast. This is why you're about to be taken, man. Because, yo, as much as we try to tell you we didn't want to sell you this, you dying for it, man. You want it, so you're gonna get it, though. So we gonna give it to you. I sold it to him. My man said, you crazy. I said, nah, he took crazy, man. Number one, we never called him. Number two, we told him he wasn't selling nothing. Number three, he turned to be a poet, and he just kept on begging and saying, oh, what song he started singing. He was dying. He wanted to give us that money, so of course, you can't beg to give away your money. You're dying for a ticket. So my man said, yo, we sold it to him. And then he's like, now, how are we going to sell it to him? Now he wants to tell us, he wants to open it. He wants to open it. And like, yo, let me see that. I was like, nah, we can't open that because open it, nobody else is going to buy it. He tell me, oh, no. I said, dude, I told you, I ain't got time for this. I'm not opening my stuff, dude. I have somebody waiting for my stuff already. That day I was doing the talking. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, yo, I got somebody that want my stuff already. I'm not opening that. Your black people like to open people's stuff. You know, till they say, okay, yo, but you gotta follow me to the car, man. I got the money in the car. I'm like, dude, we ain't following you going nowhere. Feel me? It's raining. I'm not following to your car. Nah, dude, forget about it, dude. Yo, I don't need your money no more. Forget about it. I'm getting to learn the trade, the art. And my man just looking at me that day, he said, yo, I never saw no black person. Nothing, dude. That was the first day. I'm gonna get this brother because this brother would not stay in his lane, dude. This brother's going crazy. So now he got the box, and he wants the box, but he trying to use his finger. I was like, dude, listen, I'm telling you. So you take the box, man, or you live it. I said, you know what, dude, give my box. Give my box. Give my box, man. I ain't got time to play with you, man. I'm learning the thing. I'm done learning the thing already. Give my box, man. Yo, give my box. Bag chain up. Oh, shit. Wow, dude. You see what I'm saying? God, I'm saying, kick that bag and away, throw it in the dumpster. Got this one. Pull out a plastic. It means, excuse me, you want a plastic right here? You need a plastic? Go ahead, you can have it. All right, shake it up. Put it in. You looking at us. I'm watching it. My man's telling me, I'm like, My man like, I'm like, This man is inquisitive. You gonna get what you want. So anyway. He got the box. He gives me the money. And we didn't fly the cab. Where we was almost by the train. We decided we're gonna go for. I'm gonna go upstairs for the train. L train. Boom, boom. I got his money. I see my man's the tip of my breaking shirt string like he went upstairs. I saw it at the corner of my eye. I thought he was gonna fly the cab. Couldn't get a cab. Upstairs the train station. So now we're waiting on the L train now. It's L. Yeah. Waiting on the L train. Waiting on the L train. And L train taking forever to come. And I'm like, oh God. Anyhow, he come upstairs. We bust, man. Catch us. I'm like, I'm my fingers crossed. Come on, train. Come on, train. Come on, train. Now, where we went upstairs, I could look and see this man. I could look and see this man. I see this man go walk all the way to his car, right? And we up there, I'm praying for the train to come. And then I look below the tracks because we high and they're down. I could see them down. And I see this man looking like a madman doing this, looking around and like he, and we just stepped back and we waiting for the train. I do this and see the L train coming and I can't wait. I'm like, yeah. And my fingers crossed. I'm like, come on. Train came. Slips in there. Gone. Yeah. Hit the swan now. Good. Happy. Got money, got everything. So like I said, we was doing it frequently. But what my man was doing, he kept on going like, when we first started, we was like, yo, if we sell something over there, if we make a killing over there, we're not going back over there until a week, 2 weeks. We're not going back over there. We just knocking every place. But after a while, the thing I noticed with my friend, he didn't like go up in the city. He just not like staying in Brooklyn, go Kings Plaza, Johnson, Brooklyn. These are the places he would go. And then after a while, we did it so much, it's like, you know, we into the same zone all the time. So like I tell you, we went to Kings Plaza. He had sold 3 camcorders for the lady and her boyfriend. My lady has a little, I think she had a little booth in Kings Plaza or something like that. We never even know the lady had a booth in Kings Plaza or whatever. We sold the boxes and I'm telling him, yo, dude, we sold the boxes like the day and he's talking about, yo, he wants to go to Kings Plaza tomorrow again. I'm like, dude, let's not go to Kings Plaza. We just made a killing in Kings Plaza the day before. Let's not go there. Oh no, hard-headed, he wants to go back over there. He figured that because it's a mall and a lot of people come to the mall, he could always catch people. Now I'm trying to figure out, people know it's a mall because back that time, we only had actually 2 malls. We had Kings Plaza Mall and we had a mall downtown Brooklyn where well the, I think they we threw that mall back or something like that. But these was the only two malls that we had. We had Kings Plaza, and we had a mall that was downtown Brooklyn where the first 50 cents I get stabbed in. You know, the original 50 cents when brothers like Rum DMC and brothers used to run with a big rope chain. This was a mall downtown Brooklyn. There, everybody. What was the name of that mall? Eversfield? Albee Square Mall, downtown Brooklyn. So these was the malls we had: Kings Plaza Mall, Albee Square Mall. I don't even know the malls that we had until they came and they built this big one at Atlantic right there. But back in the days, this was the two malls we had in Brooklyn. It was Kings Plaza Mall and Albee Square Mall. That was the malls we had. So he goes over there and I begged him. I'm like, yo, don't go over there. This and that. Oh, he didn't listen to me. He went over there. So now we selling, we selling. We caught another victim. We over here selling the box. He over there selling the box. I'm across the street. I heard somebody screaming, don't buy this box. They're thieves. Don't buy this box. Hey, stop that guy. Hey. And I'm across the street. I'm like one of them dogs that see either some danger coming. I raise my head up, look up, and I spot it's the same lady from yesterday that we sell the 3 boxes for she and her husband, and they come down screaming, yo, my man go like this. I go like, they're chasing my man. They're chasing him. He was short. They're chasing him. I'm on the other side of the street trying to flag down a cab. So there's a lady, stop this man, thief, stop this man, my man. I jump in the cab. I was out. So I come out in the hood and I'm looking for my man. You know, I ain't see him until I probably 2 hours after saw him. I said, see, I told you, we going over there too often, man. People recognizing us now. We sell in the same place too often. So after that now, I stopped because it was getting too often. We was doing it too often, and I was afraid that someone would recognize us back then. You know, I never had no beard and none of that, you know. And I said, people would recognize us, and it came to my, you know, sometimes the good Lord always speak to the ones that he loved, or he showed them what would happen to them if they don't chill with certain things. So I stopped. My man continued, got busted, did either 5 years or something like that. He did for that same brick in the box. He used to catch people. So I learned how to make easy money, putting a brick in the box. And I did it for a long time. I did it a lot with my mans. He showed me that. And we ate with that. We ate like that. I survived like that. For a while I was getting money. And from what this brother showed me, you know, I mean, there's brothers that was doing a lot of other things that I didn't want to do, but I did that there because I think that was much better than certain other things I used to see other people doing that I didn't want to do. I was never a thief, you know, and stealing was never my thing. My mom didn't grow me like that. All what I did it because to survive up here, to survive wherever I was. But I never one time or like any of the things that I did. I never was into it, going crazy into doing crime. Or I was never the type of person that was a person that loved doing crime. I have done crime, but the crime that I've done was just so I could survive the day. I remember being homeless in America. I spoke about that. I've been homeless in America like 3 times. And, you know, being homeless back there in the 90s, in the 89, 90, 80s, 80s, 81, 82, 83, 90, all of that. It was difficult it was real difficult. The only difference from being homeless now and being homeless back then, I think homelessness now, you could actually go to a shelter. There are places that you could go that will help you, instantly. But back in the days, it's like they didn't have a lot of resources for homeless people or people that needed help. And what it was that you had more people on the streets or more people, it's just, I think from the last couple of years, homelessness in New York City is not as much random like one time. So at one time, even Kings County has done a detour. Kings County is not even the Kings County that I know one time, because the Kings County I knew was when you went in there, they used to have a bunch of bums in there. They used to have a bunch of people, sick people just sitting there whole day. You couldn't get, if you did come to see the doctor, you couldn't get to see the doctor because they had people sleeping on the benches. They had people that just used Kings County like it was their home. They stayed there even in the winter time when it was cold. They stayed. Remember how Kings County used to look in the back in the days? It was nothing like what it looked right now. So we had all that stuff where you had to go more further down with the emergency room, how it was, and it was always loaded there. I mean, now they make it like more upclass. You can't sleep in Kings County. You can't go into Kings County if you're not here to see somebody, a patient. No idler, no bum cannot come into Kings County and sit on there. You find a guy come with a stick and he tell you gotta go. You can't stay there. So homelessness right now, it's for a person to be homeless right now. They could get resources easily, but still, if someone is a rebellious person that doesn't want to go to the government or go anywhere to get the help that they figure the government is giving them is not authentic, it's not right. And well, the winter gonna be harder for you because you can go to these places and warm yourself. Uh, I don't think which hospital that probably that you maybe I don't even think you could do it to Killadale, Brookdale. I don't know if you could go in there. I never liked Killadale, Brookdale. I never. It's not a hospital that I know Kings County and I know downstate. Other hospital, Caradona, done closed down already. But these was the hospitals that I was familiar with, and Kings County was the biggest one that I know that the people could have gone and warmed themselves. Now you can't do that. Okay, there was places like 42nd Street. The man, or even coffee shops. These Arabs used to have the coffee shops that never closed. That the coffee shops stay on morning, noon, and night. You're gonna go into one of these places daily, sit down there and buy a coffee, buy a newspaper, and sit there and sleep, like act like you're reading your newspaper, and you fall asleep right in that little table right there for hours. You know, a lot of us, y'all remember the days when they had all these little coffee shops, but the Arabs run it, and the little restaurants, little dailies, and we had all this place in 42nd Street, all these peepholes and these all these things. They clear all that up, or they put it on the other side. I think they put it more on east 26. They push it because that used to be on 42nd. So they push that all the way on 26. Back there, they have this. Now they create where the laser tag is, and they move all on 42nd Street. 42nd Street used to be the street back in the days when you walk on 42nd Street. I mean, I used to see 42nd Street in movies before I came to America, and everybody was saying this was the bad. Yeah, that was the place. That was the hardest city, the city that never slept. You would see these prostitutes back then on the street walking, just cluck, cluck, cluck right in the city. So the city has changed a lot.
Hold on. Somebody being disrespectful up here again.
Who is?
Somebody, his name, her name is Inna. I don't know, something tag. I think he's illiterate. without wanting to offend. That's why he doesn't read the comment. You better answer him before I answer him.
Why you say me illiterate? Eh? Well, it, that you have the right to think what you want. Okay? Let me ask you this. Miss is a woman, right? It's a guy.
It's Enox tag. That's a
Let me see that. Let me see that.
It's a guy.
Let me see that.
Yeah, it's a guy.
Let me see
Tag.
that.
That TAG tag. Enox tag, something like that. You don't read the comments because his eyes. He has problems with his eyes. What is he talking about?
Okay, I see. I see Enoch right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you make a...
Let me see.
Yo, Virgin, let me tell you something. You know nothing about me. Move up with that. Common sense make before books. You knowledgeable? How can I work you out? What do you do? You're knowledgeable, right? You have knowledge? You have no knowledge. No knowledge. You have education, you don't have knowledge. You don't have common sense. You're an idiot. You is one of the biggest fool. You are one of the biggest fool. You see what I say to you? You are one of the biggest fool. Only just come on people's platform to try figure things out. You can't figure me, bad man. You can't figure me. See, because like I said to you, if I put you in a 4-lane street without a compass, you are not able to tell me north, south, east, or west. And you say you're educated. You're an educated fool. That's what you are. Move up off of my thing, man. Fireman. I could read you out. Let me tell you about you. I'm going to show you the power where you don't have. Let me see your name again.
His name is, what is it called? Tag? Something tag. Let's see it.
Let me tell you something.
Enox tag?
Enoch Tag. I'm going to show you how powerful this brother is. I don't even know you, and I'm going to tell you about yourself. I don't even know you, but since you can put your face and your jaw, your corruptible mind into my stuff, here I can tell you about you, Enoch. You is a follower. You don't have anything going on for you. Trust me. Okay? And guess what? You are not even a leader. You cannot even lead or control your own life. Okay? You, about a year ago, you are almost dead. Okay? About a year ago, you almost lose your life. So I don't live with you, but I know that. Okay? I don't live with you. The uneducated man knows that. Mr. Smart Genius Man. Okay? Could you look at the sun and relate to it? Could you tell me the right time I should go to the earth to deal with my harvesting? Could you tell me that, Mr. Smart Genius Man? Could you tell me that? Could you relate to the moon under the woman pregnancy? Could you relate to that? Could you relate to the moon under the tide? Could you relate to that, Mr. Smart Man? Mr. Perfect Educated. You have a PhD? For what? Your PhD, you got yourself a PhD? Because if you know that you're so educated, you should be a doctor or a lawyer. Are you a lawyer or a doctor? What do you do? What do you do? How many languages do you speak? How many languages do you speak? Okay, if you want to say that I'm uneducated, je parle français? Habla español? Habla español? Hey papi, habla español? Je parle français? How many tongues that you speak, man?
One.
How many languages do you know, man?
One.
But you want to throw stones? So come, let's start. You have a PhD. You're educated, right? How many tongues could you speak? How many languages could you speak? Let's talk to the uneducated man. Yeah. I told you all before, I don't hold a PhD. I tell you all the truth. I told you all before, I'm from the street, the cracks of the gully. Yes, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But you that are proclaiming your colonial system education, that you have been educated, are you educated? You're not educated. You're not, you're miseducated. That's why you and I are two different somebody. You see, your education that you have cannot even help your people. Because it's no education, it's nonsense. Nonsense. You are one of those that they teach in your colonial system. You doesn't accept zero because zero is nothing. But yet still you work your mathematics and you carry zero and you carry the zero with you. But zero, they taught you zero is nothing. In my world, zero is something. See the difference between you and I? In my world, nothing from nothing is something. In your world, nothing from nothing is nothing. That's a lie, because it takes nothing to create something. In my world. And that's why it takes me to the atoms. It takes me to the atoms. So you're a very smart, wise guy. Do you understand what is an atom? Huh? Or atoms? Do you understand that? I am going way before you even try to understand life and a digestive system and a human body and a human individual to learn about a person. I'm going beyond that. I'm going to the less of the specks and the main core of life, atoms. An atom. You ain't telling me nothing. What if I cannot read? Let's go. I accept. What if I cannot read? I'm still wiser than you. What if I cannot read the tongues of your so-called slave masters? I don't want to read that tongue. I don't want to learn that tongue. I don't want to learn that way. Now you learn that this place, the land of Kush, you call it Africa. I don't. That you learned that in school. I didn't. I was under the cane sugar field or the banana tree. I didn't want to learn about Africa. I wanted to learn about the land of Kush. That's why I don't say it. I didn't learn I'm an African American. What is that? You learn that.
Eddie Kane said, get him.
You learn that. I didn't, in my aspect, Einstein didn't teach me crap. He taught you that. In my life, Kanye didn't make the light bulb. He taught you that. You think Kanye made the light bulb. And you think Mr. Ford is the man for that engine. Yo, you have no knowledge, bro. None at all. You what? You want to call me? You're educated. You're an educated fool. A bunch of fools. That's what you are, bro. Maybe I will give you a job to read the comments for me, and I will employ you. Okay? Just for what you say, I'm not reading nothing again. Anytime somebody says, I want you all to go with that state of mind, I will not try to strain my eye to read anything. I'm not reading nothing again. I'm illiterate. But you can't keep a conversation with me. No. You can't tell me nothing about the cosmos. No. And I'm not one of the stupid little people that believe in your blue eye and silky hair Jesus. That your belief. I believe in there is a Emmanuel. I understand the concept of the Christ, of the Yeshua. In that Bible that you read every day, if you do read it, you have never understand it because you are a idiot. Yeah. That's the difference. That is why you have a problem even know how to live your life. You couldn't live your life because you're so educated, you're uneducated, you doesn't know how to take care of you. You're one of those who go use the toilet and wipe your butt with tissue paper and don't wash. You're so educated, right? You have not learned anything but those colonial systems that educate you. This is the education you want to bring. What are you educating our young brothers and sisters with? What is it with your triple PhD you're doing? You're so brilliant and smart. What are you doing? Hmm? But you find time to come on my little poor platform to try to tell me about myself. Well, since you're so educated, could you help the people come out of poverty? Well, I don't see you doing anything. What are you sending out there? What are the trans energy that you're sending out there on good over evil? You're so smart. Why don't you explain to the people about the European God that they've been serving? Why don't you so smart? Why don't you come and help the people to worship their own God, find their own God? Eh? You're so smart. Hmm? You're so smart. Why can't you never came on national television or make a show and talk about your Wexford dictionary? You are one of those that they fool with the words in the dictionary. You accept everything in there because you're too overqualified. You overqualified, you educated, over educated that you becomes a butthole. Yeah. Yeah, who's in the bird nest now? Yeah. Education, huh? But there's a lot of education fools out here. They are very silly, smart, and dumb as hell. You are one of them. You are one of them. Okay? You are one of them. And you could just pack up and take your backside off my platform. Cause you ain't coming with nothing. You are one of those that corrupt. You is one of those that confuse. You is one of those that you set up stuff to create confusion. You are confused yourself. Fire! Move up, enemy! I'm talking shit. How comes I never see you come break down turmeric? How comes I don't see you come break down nothing that could help your people? Because with your type of education, with your type of knowledge, you should be knowledgeable to come forward and teach our people, because that's what we need. People that is so educated like yourself. But what are you doing? You are one of the crabs in the bucket. Because instead you go up, I trying to come up, and instead you try to come up, you thinking what I am doing, and to bring me down. You can't bring me down, you're bringing yourself down. You are the one that is uneducated. But it's beyond uneducation for you. It's not only education for you. You have no self-respect, no dignity, no pride, no value. See? See? No value. What is your essence? You figure when you came on the platform, you was going to get a certificate. You gained something. What you gain by saying, I'm uneducated, or I cannot read, or whatever you want to say. Hallelujah, praise the Lord. Whatever you say, you have the right to want to share your crooked state of mind. But I ask you, how many languages do you speak for an educated person? How many? How many bush could you overstand? How much medicine that you could bring, okay, to help someone? How much of that could you create, Mr. Wise Man? What herbs that you know, Mr. Wise Man? With your education, Mr. Wise Man, what and what could you bring to the table, Mr. Wise Man? Mr. Educated man. Huh? Say your mother or father falls sick right now, Mr. Educated man. You know what herb to bring together to help them without the doctors around you, Mr. Smart Man? Huh? Mr. Smarty Pants? Ants in your pants? All right then. So, if you watch on the mouth, because me know people we have. Me know a girl right now come from Nigeria. You know how much bachelors that have bachelors in every aspect. Go to school fee, etiquette, go to school fee, survey, go to school fee, all kind of thing. And all of them masters she have. She gone to school. She's still going to school. Right now she go to school from since she about like young baby. Right now she a big woman in her 50s and still a go to school. School can't done for you. Me don't know how much education she want. Me don't know how high she want to go with that thing, but she can't stop. I have one type of masters, but what is doing for her? What? What? See? Me know people we have masters upon masters and PhD and nothing now going for them. Nothing. You see? You see? What you know about farming? Mr. Educated man, what you know about farming? What you know about tilting the soil? What you know about that? What you know about taking out a young plant out of the earth and transporting it to plant it somewhere else? What you know about that? So you're not talking talk no? Are you send the first blow, you know? You figure you send the first blow, you say something about what?
He said you don't read the comments because
I don't read the comments, you don't see the swellness under me eye there. Eh? You don't see the swellness under me eye there.
the writing is too small.
Number one, that to, and I'll tell you this. I never used to have this problem as that, like this bad, until I start this phone thing where I'm always into the phone. That becomes worse since I'm doing that. Before, I would cry when I go outside. When I first step outside, I would cry and push in the water because I told you I used to do welding and all of this. But I don't have to explain anything to nobody.
That's right.
I don't have to explain anything to anybody. Okay? Because I am a survivor.
That's a fact.
I am a survivor in every aspect. Okay? You give me a piece of what you call it there, piece of turf. And when I come there before I come there with this turf, I have to measure it. Okay? And when I get a basement to dig, for them gonna fix the basement. When I go down there, I got to dig it and measure it and make it level, straight. Okay? I have to do that. And anytime I do something like that, when the people then come, they always say, perfecto. Measurement. Me have to measure. Me have to measure and settle my thing. Okay? You see me people. Anybody where I do construction, you have tape measuring, you have measurement. You can't cut a piece of log or else you would have mash up the whole of the people them timber. Every time they tell you say cut a 3.5 inch and you are cut and you not cut the right size where them ask you to cut, you would have mash up all the timber, all the wood with them in there to cut, you would have mash it up. Okay. When the boss asks you if you go over here, so if you measure all the length, the width and the length of a thing and you have to go deal with it, you have to get the car. The boss will wait for you to give him the measurement so he could cut the wood. Sometimes you have a man on the sewer and you have to give him the measurement if you cut it right. Okay. Me don't care about people. Them have haters will try to hate. I don't hold a PhD, I don't tell you I am the best educated man around. No. But me not no idiot. You see? Me is not no idiot. Me no in no competition with nobody. They play doctorism. They use big words. Enough people use big words. Me no take big one simple thing. To make a big name out of it to say a simple thing. You're not an idiot. I when want to trick people, I want to do them things there. You see there? Me had enough accident. Man pushed me off a building.
You didn't go to college, but you're
I'd never been to college. I never tell you as a college person. Me from the street, but me is not no dunce.
very wise and knowledgeable.
Me very wise and all. Me is not no dunce. See? You hear me I say to you? Me never come out there and say to you, me is a doctor and liar. But me is not no dunce. Okay? Some man fully dunce. Some man fully dunce. Me not that. Cause yo, right now me could go in my Bible. And me teach my girl about Bible. Ask her, she'll tell you that. Me,
right.
Enough people, me teach them Bible how to read Bible.
That's right.
And most people don't know how to read them read Bible like novel.
You know the Bible by
And
the back of his hand.
me teach my girl about all the way you read Bible. And you give a man a Bible right now if you read it, and read it like him read a storybook and just run. Bible no read so. Bible read precept upon precept, line upon line. That's how Bible read. A little here and a little there. See, most people read Bible like novel. So me no business. Anyway, people, make the money dash you and come off of my thing. So we are talking about my things that we not do.
Wait, Soul Brother said if you got his donation, ask him if he sent it to your Cash App.
Did you send Soul Brother?
Yeah, Soul Brother 85.
Soul Brother 85. Alright, bro. Did you send it to my Cash App? I would have to check my Cash App. Okay. I can't even check right now. When I'm finished, I'm gonna check. I can check right now. So yeah, people, let's move on with the thing. Yo, me don't want no antichrist to come for my thing. If you don't have nowhere to go, find a place and go drown on yourself. I drink poison. You see, they go wanna come like some rat. I wanna feel just go and go find some poison, drink and kill on yourself. Me don't want no rat come around to nibble my cheese right there. So me don't even deal with cheese. Me don't even like cheese. So them rat them a come in at the wrong place. I poison them. I go get because I don't like rat. Me I go poison them. That's why this idiot that come and come talk about education. What is education? Yo, number one, they're not educating the people. Number one, I spoke about it all the time. Number two, you go to school and you get your PhD and you get all of that. Them say you overqualify when you come out to look for your job. You know how much people right now that have qualifications to the teeth and can't get a job, can't get a job that worth their qualifications, you know? So we always overqualify, always overqualify. You all know the thing. So with this idiot that come by my thing, I come talk about me not educated. Like, me want to know what kind of work you do with all of your education. What is it that you do? Cause you sound like say you are one of the masters them. Move on, go here, boy. Fool. Fool. You could never be like me. I red eye when I red eye me. Red eye when I red eye me. See? So I'm in a business. I want to keep on education. If I got to learn the way that you have been educated, I'd rather be dumb. I'd rather be dunce. If I got to learn the way these people say they are educated, who taught you? Eh? Who? Who taught you? You know what I know about with certain people then? This thing that you learn, who teach you that? This PhD that they give you, who give you that? Eh? You think you're bright? You soon blow up like a bulb, but you're bright. You're bright and feisty. You're bright and feisty. Anyway, people, let's move on. Let's move on. Man out hard come see man and do them thing and come talk about man can't read. I mean, not dead yet. Me a rep on cruise ship. There are certain doors that tell you do not enter. There are certain doors that tell you high voltage. Me not dead yet. I mean, I work in a big engine room and I go in and work in a cruise ship and then something where they have enough little thing. Warning. Rubber boot. Make sure you put on rubber boot before you come down there. Yeah. Anyway, people, dumpy them. So we are talking about what in my time, early days, the things that I have partaken in, and may I ask, yeah, idiot boy, hear the language, hear the flip. May I ask, sir? May I say that these are the things that I used to do in my younger days as a young chap, and I told you about the brick in the box and the similar into the box where it's cut from here, and we would go into the supermarket and we would put all these things in there, and we would come out on top by surviving and making money. So I have done in my time, these are some of the things that I partake into to survive here. And I have another survival story, which is one winter. Let me see if I can remember. We had a blizzard. It was 1992. It was 1992. I think we had a blizzard, a snowstorm, very bad one. I think it was 1992. 92. I believe in 92. May I recall, if I'm right, y'all guys could correct me. Yeah. I think it's in 1992 that there was a snowstorm, and it came and it froze the city down. the bus, the trains, and all that. And snowfall back to back. I mean, back to back. And falling back to back, shut down the city. The city was crippled. The city couldn't move. The city couldn't move. Crippled the city. And the temperature plunged down in the 0 degrees, you know, and it was crazy. People couldn't go out. But during that time again, it's 1992. I'm not too sure, but I think it's 1992 or 1990, one of them. I think it's 1990 or not, between them. Yeah, I could check it up and come out. I'm not too sure, but I know it's either 1990 or 1992. We had a snowstorm, very bad one, crippled New York City. Buses, nothing was moving. Train took time, nothing on the street. It took them almost about a week or almost 2 weeks to clear snow off the street, because what happened as the snow fall and they cleared off, more would come, and it came to a time that they didn't have no way to put it. They just shut it down, and that was another time I was homeless again, and I suffer that blizzard because take your blanket out of your food for me, please. Yeah. I suffer within that blizzard again because again I was homeless.
Oh, Fetty said it was 96.
It's 96? Okay, bro. 96. Didn't we have another one before 96? I know we had an early one, real earlier. I think either in the 89 or something like that. We had a big. We had like 3 of them or 4 of them, but.
Kazi said, were you around during the Jolly Stoppers and Decepts time?
Decepticons and all that, yeah. Well, Decepticons was one of the first, well, we didn't really have, like, how we have Bloods and Crips and all of that here, but Decepticons was the first, actually, in New York City. In New York City. It was the Decepticons, and, we had, we didn't really have like how it is right now with all of these gangs and all of this. New York was not like of a Blood or a Crip or a Foe. So it was not this. What it was we had aerial turf. Like if you was from like I said, Utica and Kings, Utica in Kings Island, Utica, Montgomery, we didn't mess with certain people. That's how it was. Every little corner had beef. We had beef, little things. This is where we used to get a lot of fighting on the bus and all of that. And you know, we just had the Decepticons was only like what I know. I know the Latin Kings was there, but it was more like around Koreana or more around that side there. But in the black communities, we only had a thing where it was the neighborhood where you from. Like this one didn't, Vanderbilt didn't mess with 39 for 39 didn't mess around with 48. 48 didn't mess around with Kings Highway. Kings Highway guys didn't mess around. Montgomery and Utica didn't mess around. Fulton and Nostrand. You know they had the little thing, our little thing where we did, but it wasn't like, it was more our thing. It was different. It was not really about gang. It was just being hard, being a gangster attitude, that type of thing. It wasn't even about being in a gang or nothing like that. So New York really actually it was not really about a gang. Even they made this one they write a book. They made a book about it, and they made a video game about it, where the brothers when Harlem and Brooklyn never get along, you know. So the Turfs, the Bronx never really affiliated with.
It was more like borough against.
Yeah, it was more borough against borough. That's what it was. It was no the way how brothers making it look. It was like, yo, Queens is the best, Brooklyn is the best, Bronx is the best. But then it was Borough going against Borough. That's what it was. That's why now there's a thing called the Five Kings, the five kings of the boroughs, like the brothers that was in charge of these boroughs, these five boroughs. There were brothers that was in charge of these five boroughs, and people that was controlling these five boroughs. So like even when the herb or whatever was coming, and it came to the head of your borough. Now it's not like that. Now everybody's a gangster. Now everybody controlling something. Now everybody, this is what changed. And this is why I say, as things change, it could either get better, it could get worse. As you remove the OGs, as you remove the duns, as you remove certain people that would keep order, everybody wants to do their own thing. So there's more violence, more what do you call it? Nobody penetrating or meditating on the right thing. Everybody's just violent. Everybody doesn't have nobody to put them in check. So you find a lot of shootings and stuff. If you notice, whenever the head of the OG goes get locked up, he go do a beat or whatever, he get locked up. Everybody else is running wild. If they don't have nobody else to control the ones outside to put order, the ones outside, either two things happen. Either they start turning against them, they set tripping, or other people come and push them out, or like that. So it's always have when you have a general, a lieutenant, a sergeant. It's just like the military. But like I said, the gang stuff they have right now is totally different from what I know. Okay, as a young boy growing up in the islands, or even here, if you wanted to be a tough guy, and you had problem with somebody, before you take it to the gun or the knife, you take it with the knuckles. So you set up with the knuckles, they would try to set up with the knuckles. So you fight the person right here, and then done it and over with it. Cowards are the ones that always like. The cowards are the ones that run for the gun, because they got a lot of mouth, and they don't have none of these. They can't take none of these, so they run for the gun because they figure that's the easiest way to go. So a coward will always run for his gun or his knife instead of shooting it and defending it one on one. So yeah, so we never know about these brothers, and these brothers, these other gang people came out under new rulership and new stuff. And like I said, every day is a new form of someone creating something else. So these brothers of today, as you see, they even have no manners. They set tripping. They're killing their own kind. They're killing people from their own squad. They're doing a lot of stuff they can't even trust us. They just set tripping, man. One thing about into this all this gang stuff and all of that here, there are rules and regulations, and a lot of these people that are into gangs is actually majority of the time they're killing their own kind. They set tripping, they doing things, they turn on their own mans, they blasting their own mans, so a lot of them just get into gangsterism because that's they run into that. They doesn't have no knowledge about it. They doesn't know the root of it. They just run to it under no guidance, no supervision, and none of them they don't live too long. They don't. Especially the young brothers of today. There's a young brother that just got killed. I think he came from Haiti. When the brother first came here, he and his brother, I was living in Linden, 55 Linden. I was living over there, and this brother used to come over there. This young brother used to come over there, and I used to watch him because he came into the Wingate, and I asked him a couple of years ago to do a pull-up, and he couldn't even do a pull-up. He couldn't do a push-up. And lately, I heard that as time go by, I left Linden from 2000 and I left Linden 2006. 2006, I moved over to Linden, okay, and moved back on East 21st Street. So this brother in 2006 was a young buck. He and his brother and his family just coming from Haiti. And the first thing I told this boy, when I looked at this boy and I saw the route he was going, and I said to him, I called him aside, and I said, dude, you in a gang? He said, well, the first time he said, no, I'm not in a gang. Next time again, I saw him by the ride at the Nostrand, and it was just a group of brothers rowdy trying to fight and stuff like that. And I called him again, and I said, yo, dude, you in a gang? And he said this time he admitted. He said yes. And he said he was a folks. He was a folk. And I said to him, I said, look, I said, young buck, your mother just took you from Haiti. She brought you over here for a better life. What you're about to get into, it's not gonna be a good thing for you. You're gonna regret this. The beginning of this year, they killed that boy. The boy got shot. I stood with my mouth open. That I warned him, just warned him, and told him that's not the right thing for him. I warned him, I saw him, and I told him, because I saw he was in a big argument over there in Nostrand, by where they do the Dollar County, Nostrand, and Church Avenue. And I called him and I told him, I said, yo, that's not for you, bro. Cut this out. They said the brother was doing good, came from Haiti doing good, good. But he would not leave this gang thing alone. And he got shot this year. Got shot, died. And I know his mother is taking it hard. I know that hit his mother hard because he was, I think, the oldest. And she strived to bring this children here. She strived to bring this children here. And not knowing she only strived to bring her son here so she could bury him. She could bury him. This gang thing, makes no sense. Now don't get me wrong, I know the purpose of the gang. But the gang activity is not, it's not right. These brothers are not, they're not living or doing the things that they say they was going to do. They're not. I mean, in every place you go, there are people to defend their neighborhood. Even though they got the police to do that, but there are people that defend their neighborhood. I don't have nothing wrong if people is in their neighborhood and they're watching what's going on in their neighborhood, defending their neighborhood. Yeah, it's nothing wrong because there are people who come and snatch people children in the neighborhood. There are people who cruise in the neighborhood, come in the neighborhood, people don't know them, and they come to do bad things in the neighborhood. So if we got people that could patrol the neighborhood to look out for people like that, that's all good. I don't think nothing wrong about that. But what I see is within our young brothers and sisters is the concept for gang activity is crazy. And they are the ones actually creating a greater problem. Because even in our society, even with the government, there's gang within the government. The government has the NYP, but they don't just have the NYPD as their defense. There are other groups of people that deal with law enforcement in a different department that works in a different manner. They all work under the in the government department, but they're different, groups that goes by different names. And we have we know we have even in the world we have CIA, KGB, we have all different type of high-ranking officials that works with the city, okay, or work for the country that are here to defend the country, and they will know these are the people that hear the eyes of the country, the ears of the country, the eyes of the country, to know about people that trying to come and do harm to them. Right now, America have people in other countries that is the air for America, and these countries have other people in America that is air for them in America. So yeah, so it's the same gang stuff. It's the same, but yeah, okay, I'll come back to that. But I was just breaking that down to y'all right there to let y'all know this gang stuff and all of that. They're just like some new way to bring our focus on what we're supposed to do. So anyway, yeah, so back in the 90s, I was talking about the snowstorm. And I was homeless. And I came here, I had family, but still I didn't have family because Sometimes you get family that they're your family, but they becomes non-family to you because the way they treat you, the type of expectation that they have is not expectation to be a better person. It's not expectation. Somebody said heat the what? I couldn't see that. Yeah. So, listen, you have some ways about you I don't like. Go ahead and see. Yeah, so I was homeless there, and I was down to the lowest stage, and this blizzard came from wherever it came from, and isolated the whole city. It just changed everything. I remember trying to urinate, and that thing was just froze, man. Even speaking out of your mouth, it's already ice. I mean, your ear get it so cold that after a while, when you touch this, you would play with this, you would crack this. You would not even know you would crack your ear because it gets so cold. You'll crack your ear. So it was about that. Feeling what it is to be cold and homeless at the same time. And I remember that year I didn't have a proper boot. I didn't have proper clothes. And even though I had family, but still I didn't have no family. I felt rejected. I felt rejected. And all my years living here, this is why when Christmas, that season comes, where I see people decorate their houses and have these lights. Many seasons right here in America, I walk in the freezing cold blizzard. And that's where I was drinking too. Because that's where I had no friend. And the little alcohol, the Jack Daniels, when I drank it, I felt warm. And I did things, people. I had to get proper boots. That's when I bought my first 40 below Timbs that reach all the way here. I don't even see these no more. 40 below insulated Timberland boot. They reach all the way almost by the knee, all the way up there. I remember me buying my first 40 below because I almost caught green game in my toe. Because I had something with my toe and it wasn't healing because of frostbite. I had an old shoe and it was so cold, man, that the cold affected my toe in the shoe. And that was creating a problem for me. And that's why I had to end up going into Kings County to stay out of the cold and the snow and sit in there trying to be warm. And that's when I was in the lowest stage of my life, in a sense. Because here I am in a strange place, a place where I have family. I live a home that I had a bed. It's one weather that I don't have to think about 4 different climates. It's just one, and I could deal with this. But here I am now. I'm in a place where I have to deal with cold. Like where I'm from, it's not no cold, it's heat. Now I gotta deal with cold, and I gotta take it in quick. I gotta get accustomed to it quick. I have get hands so cold that it burned me until I cry like a child, tears that I have to run to go into a building or somewhere and stick my hands within my trousers and lock my hands. And the sting, I am crying. Hands are stinging for hours. I can't even go. So I went through a whole lot. And right now, America doesn't get cold like one time. America don't snow anymore. People come to America now, they don't see snow. They don't know what's a snow. Now and then, way after December, we find a little something, something. Like this year, we got a little something, something. That's still not much compared to when snow used to fall in America, in New York City, when snow used to come down heavy, when snow used to, just the mayor called it, oh, no school today because the streets are closed. You can't do this. You can't go here. You can't. Schools are locked down. This is the type of snow. This is the type of storm that shuts everything down. I mean, I can look out of my window and look across the street and see the home right there. Look like it's a snow field. Everything is snow. High tension electrical wires are coming down. Posts are falling down. People can't get electricity. That type of blizzard, man. We're crippled the city. Snow don't fall here no more, man. And I went through all of that. Not dressed appropriate. Don't have the right shoes. When you push your foot into that, when you put your shoes, your foot into that snow, and it goes down into that snow, okay? Snow cover you, your entire foot. Okay. So experiencing all these things, being strong. Okay, I work with. During that time, I find a job to show you that God is the Most High. Most High is always great. I never like robbing or stealing and doing stuff like that. That was never my nature. I always used to pray and ask the Most High to deliver me from all of these things. I get a job that time. I didn't even know what was asbestos. That's to show you. I didn't even know what is asbestos. And this brother called me because I used to do odd jobs and stuff like that. When I get a chance to get a job, I would rather do that than be on the streets and want to do any other thing. I would rather work. And I had worked for this Indian brother that I had come from, I think Guyana. From Guyana. His brother had been from Guyana, and I worked with him in a place in East Warren at the factory that brother had put me on a job when I first came here. Went on the job, but while I was working here, the government had sent some immigration people, and while we were working, the Spanish people and other people was just running all over, and we wasn't here, and they didn't do nothing to us actually. They came out there to look for the Spanish people and whatever, and man, that kind of went closed on. But I got a job, my same brother, after a while, months. About a year and change, whatever I met the brother, and the brother asked me if I wanted a job. And I said, yes, I prayed. I said, yes, I want this job. But what the brother didn't tell me, I was going to work in asbestos. So I work in the asbestos like, I didn't know. I work into that. I happen to know my nose, working all night, working in there. And we get paid, but we never know until down the line, I get to find out what is asbestos and I worked into that stuff like it was nothing. I had no mask, I didn't have nothing. And we was working in that. We didn't know until years after we find out that asbestos is a killer. And I worked in that stuff with no mask. I mean, I take a lot of chances just to stay out of trouble. I got a job in a bear factory that used to be over there by Pathmac between Farragut. Everybody know that bear factory that used to be back there. I think it's closed down there where the Pathmac is. They used to have a bear factory over on that side there. And I worked over there, but I couldn't work there no more because working in the bear factory just make you want to drink more beer again. And you find yourself becomes an alcoholic because now you might be broke or whatever, and you think, okay, you could drink a beer, but at the same time you're drinking a beer in a hungry stomach. You're drinking a beer, you starting to develop this beer attitude where you just want to drink. So I had to run away from that. I said, I can't wait there no more. I gotta leave that alone. So so in life, you go through your ups and downs. You go through your tribulation and stuff like that. But with the strong, you gotta stay strong, because if you don't stay strong, I mean, like, a lot of my friends are dead. A lot of my friends are dead. They're shot. They got shot. They're dead. So today at my age, I could kick back and say, you know what, man? Well, I had a rough time, but thank God, man. Thank God, because I have friends that are in wheelchairs. I have friends that will never come home. they will never come home. It's a lifetime in prison because of the choices they make. I have dead ones I will never see, they will never see me. Maybe until of the day of Yama Kiyama, I'm going to see them, or the day of gender, time of gender, if I will see them. So these are my experience that I could say, thank God, man. I could be out of the land of living now. This idiot that called and talk about that looked like I can't read. Like I said, I got pushed off a building twice. I had my head shake, brain shake. I have right now at the back of my head right here. Any of you all got that gonna come to the park and work out with me, I can let you all touch this. I have a knot in my head right here, in the back here, like a lump. Okay, that's from pushing twice, hitting the back of my head. Okay, shake my brain. So, like I said, the most I know what he has for me. I won't have to prove anything to anybody. I don't care when people talk. Empty vessels. People gonna talk. People gonna try to find things to break you. And this is why I know it's a test. Life is a test. People will come and they will do things. They will try to strip you. They will try to bust you inside so the world could see how you function, to satisfy them and to make you feel out of yourself. But you see, I have been crucified already, man. I have been through it, man. So there's nothing right now that anybody in this entire universe could say or do could make me feel out of myself. But again, me being a warrior, I checkmate people instantly. Instant check. I don't play with it. I don't play with it. I don't play with it. I get an instant check. While I believe that bad habits, if you allow bad habits around you, just like I'm my children, I don't accept them doing certain things. I'm a old-fashioned person that believe if you allow bad habits to circle around you, you don't put something to it, and you don't put something to it, it will haunt you. It will always be a problem to you. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. So, so that's what I think about if you don't fix and clear bad habits. When people want to come around and when people want to come around and talk and figure that they could show you off your game or pick your jewels from you or make you feel less than yourself. There are people I know that's here to try to match up other people. Why do you think some other people started something in life and all of a sudden they just hold them? Some other people just come and do something to hold them down, mash up the person's confidence. Now the person is like, they just on a wreck. They send them on a wreck, like a old ship that wreck on a rock, and he just wreck. Ain't nobody wrecking nothing here, man. Where's his wing? You know what I mean? Where's his wing? People will say what they gotta say. That don't mean nothing. At the end of the day, I got my page. I got my platform. If you go look at that, majority of them that be want to try to talk down on me, go look at their stuff. They don't even have 100 people. They don't even have 15 followers. Oh, so they come to me, to my platform, to see what they could do, what kind of disaster, what type of negative, okay, what type of creation, what they could do to mash me up, because nothing working for them. Some of them are brilliant, some of them are very highly educated, nothing happening for them. So they look at it, wait. Maybe they pronounce words better than me because I have a list. Maybe they could use big words, but that doesn't mean nothing. Because yet still me, the little guy, the little brother, the little man with the red beard, the uneducated man, the illiterate man, the man that has nothing going good for him. It's a lot of people from around the world is allowing me to know I'm changing their lives. What they are doing. What is it that they are doing? They are bored with themselves. That's why. Huh?
They're criticizing.
Yeah, they are criticizing me because nothing ain't going for them. Nothing good ain't going for them. So they look to see, okay, who could I get to confuse their brain? Brethren, hear me say, I tell people, international, well versatile, See, I tell them I'm fantastic and I stretch like elastic. You see me? They can't come around me. Them are some haters. Them. See? So, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can't harm me. You see that? I don't care what them have to say. Go on a conversation like me. Sit down and talk to the people like me. They don't have it. They don't have that skill. What's up, son? Yeah. That my son talking to me? He walking and he talking, and guess what? All of my children then said, let me tell you something, sir. If they still had these slave people that was kidnapping people, and I was one of the slaves they kidnapped, would you know they would allow me to sleep with all the women in the slave camp because of my genes? Huh? They would not want you to sleep with anybody because your genes no good. Your genes no good. They would want my genes because something about my genes in my DNA. You see my body, you see my strength and my ability. Look at my offspring. They're special. Them have certain things in them. I told you of the Anunnakis, the great ones. They have things. Me have things in my body where I'm gonna pass on to my generation. Where my look at the little boy that just born just the other day. Look at him. He tell people no already. He just turned one. He walking already. You are walking already. You are doing push-ups already at 1 year old. See, you see the ability that the Most High God allow me within my genes to have. Look why he's jumping up there after holding me, you know. You see that? Go have a baby and see if he come out as healthy as my one.
So brother 85, look how happy he is.
You see that? Look at this. Happy. Look at the skin. Look at the skin. Look at the carbonated skin. You say I am uneducated. You must be thinking you're a melanite person too. You are one of those that go around and tell people you're melanite and not even know you're a carbonate being. Okay? Now they don't teach you that in school. Right? Mr. Smart man, educated man that could read and write. You're melanite, right? That's what they teach you. I am not melanite, I am carbonated. Alright? Okay, Mr. Educated man. So you is one of those who going around and talking about melanin. Melanites. Me's not a melanite. Yeah. Everybody has melanin. It's just the black man have it kind of way look of the dark race have it. But me no want to be a melanite because I over what is that? I am of the carbonate. This here is carbonate. Go look it up. Because you have enough education, you call me an idiot. So go find out now. You learned something new today. Okay? And go find out the key purpose why you have carbon. Why your skin is of carbon. Go find out. Because remember I told the people, we're going to electrify things. We have the ability for electricity within that carbon. It's a magnet body where you have. Strong energy. Okay? And the melanite's gonna carry it like that. It has to be carbonated. Okay? There's that thing, carbonated, carbon paper, carburetor. All of these like they are coming under the same standard. Okay? But we are the original. This is the original. Because this deal with energy. This, you ever heard about Mr. Uneducated? The man who said to me, me not no education. Well, I don't go to school for hours this. But we know that. Why I know this is a carbonated skin and why this draw energy from the sun. Because right now, Mr. Carnage that there, so you're going to lose your carnage. They're going to chop you up. Because right now they're making solar panels. Solar panels. So this is like a solar carbonate that draws energy and trap energy. They're duplicating it right now and they're putting it on the house top to send energy into your house. Natural energy that draw from the sun. This is the same thing with my body. My body goes out there and draw natural energy, vital energy from the sun. So, y'all guys with all your PhD, I didn't go to Oxford University to know that that was implanted within I, and these things are in I. I didn't sit in a classroom for 6 months. I didn't sit on a course to study this. This was intellect, universal intellect. This, you hear what I'm saying? So anything I man want to know, anything I man want to know, the most I say, the earth is the fullness. I am the earth. And all these things. That's why I then call me, I am the earth man. You see, that's why I first come out with that. See, that is, that was, that will always be. Yes. Okay. So all the minerals and these things is of I man. So one of move up. Move up. Yes, sir. So my life in the West was not an easy thing. I learned enough things in the West. I learned enough tricks in the West. I learned a lot of crooked stuff in the West. Because I came to one of the biggest college, which is the West College off the street. This is a place to tell you if you cannot make it in New York City, you cannot make it nowhere. And that is in all aspects. You gotta be smart, street smart. You gotta be wise. You gotta be aware. So, dummies cannot live in New York too long. They will fall fast. Victim of the surrounding of what's going on. Wise people make it in the ghetto. See, brothers like, and I gotta give it, we all have our faults. Look at brothers like DMX. Look at brothers like Biggie Smalls. Look at brothers like Jay-Z. Look at a lot of these rap singers that we have, artists. Huh?
They all came from nothing.
They came from nothing. They don't have no PhD. None of them don't have no master's degree. None of them don't have no bachelor's degree. None of them don't have no associate degree. None of them does not have a degree where say they are specialists in reading and writing. They do. Some of them is not of that. But you know what? Today they don't have to talk to you. You have to talk to them. They don't care about you. You think they care about what you think? How much their education is? What level? They can buy you out and sell you out. They don't care about what you say. They don't care about what you want to say. There are brothers that never even finish a high school. High school, don't even have a high school diploma. Not even a GED. Not even a GED equivalent. Not that. And they has made it because common sense was made before books. Real talk. You know? When Mr. Ford took that guy idea, he tricked him. It's not because the guy couldn't read and write. It's just, he was a trickster. Okay? Y'all gotta come out of your old ways, the old ways that you'll have to condemn your people, using the same tools of the enemies onto our people. Okay? You got a guy who reads a compass. There's the next guy, he don't need a compass. He knows everywhere he's going without a compass. What makes that possible? There are certain things that people are born with that no one doesn't teach them that comes naturally. And one of the things I like that is common sense. Common sense comes naturally. No one teaches you that. No one. Experience brings wisdom. These are two things in life. Okay? Average man will not overstay. Experience brings wisdom. You experience things in life, and if you don't learn anything, something wrong with you. If you don't learn of your experience, something wrong with you. If you don't learn of your experience, you're gonna go back and do the same thing and the same thing and the same thing and the same thing. This is why a lot of us that bear the skin color does not have experience. Doesn't go for experience, so we doesn't get wisdom. We stay ignorant. We stay the same old way that we were, that our foreparents were, ignorant, red eye, jealousy, carry hatred. We still practice these ways. We don't know someone, we're quick to judge the person. We don't know anything about a person, but we're quick to try to break the person, morals, everything. We try to. It's like we're in a job, we are hired. I see you and let me see how could I defeat you. Let me see what could I do to break you. Let me see what could I tell the world about you. Let's see what name that I could put on you. Let's see how I could put a little bit of poop, a little defecate on you and tell the world that you poop yourself. Tell the world that you smell a poop. How could I shame you? How could I send you in a hole? Right? So you know what? I'm gonna help this guy that says about the reading stuff. I'm not gonna read nothing. I mute and dumb now. Just to help him out. I have none to prove to the world. Now I am dumb, illiterate. I just become illiterate, fully dunce today.
Completely.
Today, I am fully dunce. Head no good. I heard the brothers are singing a song. I don't like to use the N word, but now I see what the brothers say. The man said, my niggas, he said, my niggas acting retarded. My niggas retarded. Yeah. No, I'm not here to call nobody name, but the guy who sing that song, I now know why he chose to sing that song.
Pop Smoke.
Pop Smoke, right? Pop Smoke. Yeah. I now know why you sing that song, because sometimes my mother always say, you need to act dumb to be wise. You catch more flies with honey more than vinegar, right? Okay. So, yeah, my people are acting retarded, and I am acting illiterate. I'm illiterate. Take it for what you want. I am dunce. And it's a dunce person talking to you. It's a dunce person that came and talk about, I am what I am. I am that is, that was. That is that dunce person. John the Baptist was a dunce person. Yeshua was a dunce person. When they come and talk about righteousness and the unrighteousness and how to keep yourself, and they talk differently, they were dumb. That's why Yeshua took his own people, sell him out. The head of John the Baptist was flagged, and so forth and so on. Because there's a lot of people that sits on a pedestal and look down at other people and say, okay, I know what you are and I know what you are, not even knowing what they are. They doesn't even know about themselves, but they know everything about everybody else. Some people are lonely and they pretend that they are very happy and they have a lot of friends, but they are lonely. Listen to all what I say. I've been a loner a very long time and still is. I walk with me, myself, and I. For me to able to understand me to the full aspect, I had to divide myself and walk with three individuals that were still me separately to come to the conclusion to really know the true essence of me. You will not find an educated and a wise, so-called wise man who will want to split himself in three. You will not find that. You will find that he wants the whole body because he's so into what he's doing. He needs to be whole. But sometimes you need to break yourself down to rebuild yourself, because this is the same thing that the society and then the people in the society that does not like you, what do? They try breaking you down by making you look bad or making you feel bad or putting you in positions and predicaments that the eyes of the people will be upon you and they will shame you. This is why this guy called today Enox or whatever, whatever name, Enox or Equinox. Yeah, I remember your name though. Equinox, right?
Wait, let me see.
Right? Man, I cannot read and write, huh? Equinox?
Inox.
Inox.
Inox tag.
Inox tag. What is the definition of your name? Inox. What's, huh? You can tell me that? And I'm still inviting you, Mr. Inox. Every show that I have, every live, you should listen. Shut your mouth and listen. Yeah. I need you to listen of an uneducated man when he speaketh. Okay? That's what you need to do. You need to listen to the stupid man, the uneducated man, when he's conversating, when he's bringing certain info out there, bringing it forth to the people. I need you to, Mr. Enox, to shut your mouth and open your ears and listen to wisdom. Listen to guidance from an uneducated person, a man that's from the street. I only have cosmo wisdom and cosmo energy, earthbound energy. I don't know nothing that you know, and I cannot read nothing that you send for me to read. And at least I have someone reading it for me. So what? I'm still here doing my thing. Because when she read it for me, if I have to, after she read out the comments, I still got to interact. Okay? I still got to speak. And I have to speak upon what I heard and what she read. And as you see, I text the Bible down for an uneducated man. And I allow her to read a verse out of it and I break it down. An uneducated man can do that, huh? Breaking it down word for word. Okay? Maybe next Sunday after I do my regular talk, my 12 o'clock talk, I'll teach you something. Maybe if you're willing to learn, you could be taught. Okay? That you gotta watch your mouth and gain wisdom and understanding. Okay? Because I know you probably heard about church. You've been going to church all your life. And there are things that I break down that your average pastor cannot break down to you. And he went to school to get a PhD or whatever to talk about religion so he could open his congregation. I never been to Vatican, nor own no certificate to open no church. Just like when I drink medicine. I am not a doctor. Okay? And I'm not saying people have to listen to me. But I'm saying what I am doing, I am taking. And I see what it does for me. And for other people, that does it. So I am a witness upon what I am doing and how effective it is and how it's working. I could testify upon what I'm doing. I could give a testimony upon what I am creating, the medicine that I'm bringing. So, maybe I don't blame you. I don't blame you because of ignorance. I don't. Maybe you're ignorant and you're selfish and very disrespectful. So that's why your actions, you doesn't respond to your actions. But your actions is what gonna judge you. Okay? Just like you're trying to judge me. But you can't. You can't. Because my actions is not a judgeful action. It's an action of motivation. It's an action of self-respect. It's an action of tapping into you, your true self. And that's what I have done. That's what the Most High God has allowed me to do. Touch people from all across the world. Touch them. Have them to look within themselves. Have them to do a spiral, a detour, change your life around. Okay? And I think that is great ability and power for someone to have the ability to change. Not one person, not person, not two people, not three people, not four, not five, but a whole bunch. A whole bunch. I think this is a blessing. I think this is a very wise person. I think that there are people that go to school for psychology, and some people go for therapists, being a therapist. I have not gone to school for being a psychologist, or I have not gone to school and studied psychology. I have not went to school and went to study how to be a therapist. I have not go to school to study how to be a bone specialist or a chiropractor, but into that field, I have done things the Most High has allowed me to have these type of knowledge. Up to this morning, uh, my woman could testify upon she getting up this morning and her entire back, neck, she can't move. She could not move. And instantly, when I heard she kept, I said, come here a minute, stand up straight. I looked at her good, and I started giving her some finger taps in the back, rapid finger taps on the part that was hurting her. I was activating these nerve cells right there by tapping all this at one time. One time. She started, oh God, yeah. But then I noticed she slept bad. So the next thing I said, she said her neck and her back. So I started with the major things that was troubling her first. When I asked her to stand up and I looked at her, I noticed she was laying. She wasn't standing straight. Her shoulders was not, it was like this. That's how she was. So I know definitely she messed with her lining, which is her spine, her 7 chakras. She in slip, she unlined her body. Okay. Now I doesn't have a PhD for cracking people's bones. It's not anybody could just go and do that. You could send somebody in the hospital. You could actually break somebody's arm, break the neck if you don't know about the way the bones are situated in the body. Okay? And when she came, first thing I did, like I said, I did the finger tapping, and in her back she been on like this. But I noticed even bending on like this, she was still straining even though she felt what was going on. So that's why I said, get up a little bit, and she stood up. And then what I did is I grabbed her from her chin to the back of her neck, okay, and raise it up. So when I tried to raise her up, she tried to go up on her tippy toes. I said, no, stand up still. Do not raise your body for me. Allow me to pull you straight with this my strength. When I pulled her, her neck went, the neck went, it popped. It went into place. And she said, oh, I felt so good. But I know the neck is supposed to crack up, side, and back. And she said, oh, I felt so good. Whoa, I felt so good. But I said, wait, I need to do your 3 times. I need to do the side here, side, and back. And I gave her that. Now, usually, if I didn't do that for her, she would be laying here suffering, taking 2 Advils or 2 something. She didn't take no pill this morning. She didn't take none of that. She's here right now. And I try to tell her sometimes, even on the way you sit, if you always sit and you're slouching, or you like this, yeah. Even I sit here sometimes right here, and sometimes I'm so tired. I come in, I'm tired, right where I'm sitting, and I sit there and my neck goes down. And after a while, an hour, whatever, I feel when I get up, my neck is hurting me, or my chakras is hurting me. So the way how you sleep with the body, it's always good to sleep on your back, straight and relax, Or, I'm a person, I say when I sleep on my side, I like to put my hands, but sometimes I get up with a lot of pain within the arms because, like I said, I had a lot of injuries and stuff like that. But the main way to relax is on your back, and I do that. But I'm saying this to say that I, I'm not a doctor, but by me handling
You
her,
have healing hands.
she felt better. How do you feel? How do you feel?
Perfect. Like nothing ever happened.
You see, but this morning she couldn't move. So my son, the last time he come, his foot just swollen out of the blue. Daddy, I see him limping. I said, "What's wrong with you?" He said, "Daddy, I don't know. I just cannot walk on my feet." I take my hands together, clap it 3 times, and rub it. I make a heat come up my way. I grab his feet, rub his feet, put his feet down. My son walked from there. He said, "Dad, what did you do? What did you do? How is it I'm not feeling anything?" So the most I bless people, man, in every different ways, man. I will not let no one. My ability is magnificent. My ability. And I see sometimes I don't even I I don't even go around and boast and brag. Sometimes I don't even take it for nothing. I do things sometimes and it's not me doing it. It's the power of the Most High. I make medicine for people. I make medicine that people that have pain in the joints. I put my hands on people. And people say, "But that's why sometimes they call me voodoo." Ask anybody, they used to call me voodoo priest. That's what they was calling me, voodoo priest, because people swear I'm doing magic. People swear that I'm doing witchcraft. Or I'm doing something. No, this brother is strange. It's nothing strange about me. It's just through my journey, my destiny, and what
It's the blessing that God put upon your life.
I'm evolving to my ability, to my true ability, day by day. So I don't care what anybody say. I don't care what anybody say. No one cannot say anything to make me believe that they touch me or they hurt me or I'm gonna embarrass. I'm beyond that. I'm beyond that. So if you're gonna come on my platform and believe I'm not reading my comments because I'm illiterate, if that's what you think, but that's what you think. I cannot stop you to think what you don't want to think, you know. But I know this from since I started going into my phone reading comments, when I don't do it, and now since my wife is doing it for me, my eyes doesn't puffy as much like when every time I come to this night, yeah, this is me. This is me. My eyes get, and then when I leave it, this swells up, puff up. Everybody tell me I need glasses. I cannot wear glasses. Even y'all know this. Not even shades. I have a lot of dark. Cause just gave my son a ribbon. What glasses? I gave him a ribbon, nice ribbon. I cannot wear nothing. It messes with my nose and it causes sores behind my ear. I can't even put the air plug too long into my ear. After a while, it causes problems. I cannot have nothing over my ear or on my nose. Even the mask they talking about, I cannot. Look, that's not to leave the rag, the do-rag, start to leave a black mark going across my nose. I imagine me with the glasses on top of here. After a while, it feels like my nose something. I cannot deal with nothing bugging me. Can't. And if I would take the glasses and do something about glasses, maybe contact, and then I don't even want to play with my head eye. Because I know contact sometimes could make you worse. Yes, they make them better now, but I think that your eyes make a gel, and the gel goes under the contact, and that creates a type of water under a plastic. And even though you're seeing, but a lot of people that have used contact and their eyes that get worse. Some people use it and they say it's good. They know how to treat it. They're making all the things and this and that. Like I said, there's good and there's bad. But I know something. Majority of things man create always turns out and hurt you. So yes, this is my 2 hours. I think I'll keep it here. Every time I comes out, I will give you a little piece of my life. So this is some things of my life doing in America to survive. Richard Brother teach me the brick in the box. One of the oldest trick in the book was to sell a brick in a box. Convince someone to spend $500 to $600 to buy a red brick in a box. I had another friend who taught me to do that. He did it, I did it, and at one time we used to eat with that. But like I said, I have learned a lot of bad things to survive, things that could have get me shot, things that could have get me killed. In my life, I did a lot, but thank God that I'm here. Along the journey, I'm still here, and I'm glad I does not do none of these things anymore. I don't partake in these things anymore. I I got my own thing going on here now. I don't have to worry about I'm tricking anybody. I don't trick people anymore. God has most I has turned me around, make me to be more respectable with myself, more loyal to myself, you know, set a good example, and follow that same example that I'm setting. I don't worry about none of these things that I used to do back in the days, or all this other stuff looking over my shoulder, all that. I don't worry about none of that anymore. I even get to always to live with people. I don't care what nobody say anymore. What you say, nothing doesn't happen. Will not affect me. Things could only affect me when I let what you say get into my head, when I'm living upon what you say. Then that creates a chain reaction. No, I blacks all things because I am the delight of myself. No one cannot mix me, but I mix myself. No one cannot break me, but I breaks myself. No one cannot build me, but I build myself. Okay, so I will not leave no spaces in my life for nobody to believe that they could just come like a parasite and just sneak into my immune system, cause a malfunction, and jump out and say, "Yeah, I got red spiral right now. I got red." No, you ain't. You're gonna go and do that to all your generation. You're gonna try to see if you can make your mom spiral, your pop spiral. You're gonna see if you can make your brother spiral down the attic. You know, that's what you're gonna do. You're not gonna come on my platform. You're not gonna come when I'm doing my stuff, and you're gonna invade my space. I'm figuring you're gonna get my time, and you're gonna break me, prevent me from doing what I'm doing, getting carried away, going somewhere else, trying to create shame. Have no shame, for I own my shame. I'm bringing it here. I'm telling you what I was doing. I'm telling you where I've been. I'm telling you where I'm coming from. There's no shame right now because I learned to overcome my shame. I learned to live above my shame. There's no strings attached here right now. For I am not attached to none of these things that I used to do. So I'm not guilty. I am free from all of these. And that's why today I can look at it and see how disgusting it was and say, that will never be me. And that's why I will make a special road, a better path for the younger ones to not to make the same decisions that I make. And don't have to live the life. You don't need to lose an arm. You don't need to get shot. You don't need to get shot. You don't need to lose an arm. You don't need to go to prison and spend 10 years. You don't need to spend 15 years, 5 years. You don't need none of that for you to overstay. You just need to follow your heart, man, and do what's right. You don't need nobody coming and telling you what they would like you to do for them. Do for yourself. The time you could spend 5 years in prison, 10 years in prison, you could keep that 5 years outside and pick up a trade. You could use that 10 years that you're gonna go do and create a business. You could do something. Remember, fast money is never good money. Fast money, robbing, scamming, a day will come, it will come back knocking on your door. And when it does, you're gonna do time. And you're gonna miss a big chunk of your life going in there. So I'm telling you guys, be mindful, be aware, okay? Control your own destiny. Okay? Control your destiny. Don't let people come and control your destiny for you. Don't let people stop your freedom and having you go into prison by you trying to please them by doing things that they tell you to do. Change that around. You are your own captain. You are your own driver. And drive safe in that body. Drive safely protecting your mind, soul, and body. Okay? Don't let nobody cause harm to come on you because they telling you. A lot of people tell you, go and do this, but they're not going. They're sending you and they're far away from all of that stuff. And when the stuff hit the fan, They said, well, I wasn't there. I was nowhere around there. And you going down there for yourself. So people, all praises unto the Most High. Peace and blessings. Obi Taba. Obi Taba. Obi Taba. Don't forget people that got their beautiful shirts. Always got the shirts. My creation. BlackStar Redshot. Mind, body, and soul. Beautiful shirts. I got them here. The uneducated man got them here. Okay, and look, for an uneducated person, look at, you ever see a shirt like this? This alone holds the power of what I am saying. Okay? Mind, body, and soul. Anyway, people, peace and blessings and one love. 2 hours and 20 minutes. I love y'all guys. Today was Sunday. See y'all guys on Tuesday. And I got a video I got to put out for y'all guys, but I need space for my phone. I made that video, but I don't know what's going on with the phone. So I need space. The phone keeps telling me I need space. I called T-Mobile today and they tell me, I got to bind. I keep forgetting I'm going to buy this stuff and try to load everything on that. But I need a better phone for better quality. But anyway, I'll do what I got to do right now. I'll use what I got to use right now. I got this right now and I'm going to use this right now. And for this week, I'm not going to be putting out a lot of videos like before because the space is in my phone and all that stuff right here. But yeah, I am gonna be doing a lot of, I'm gonna be putting a lot of stuff out there. Yes, people. So enjoy your night. Enjoy your night. I got some other stuff to do here. I got some more stuff to do. I got to set up a video that I would like to present to y'all. But I'm going to be working on that. So anyway, until on Tuesday, peace and blessings and Obi Taba, all praises unto the Most High. And thank y'all guys for joining my live every Sunday. Red's Pop-Up Live, it's here every Sunday. Y'all guys could join and y'all guys could always, the continuation upon my life in America and the things that I went through and the times that I almost lose my life and the times that there's a lot, man, a lot more coming. Next topic will be upon the time that I was taken behind a building to get shot in the head and how did I came out of that, how did I didn't get shot, and how did the gunman, how did I escape that gunman? So that will be next Sunday. Okay. I have two topics goes on Sundays. I have the Instagram live where if the Most High God has allowed me to change anything in your life, Sunday and 12, that comes on the Instagram. Then on Sunday on the YouTube, 7 o'clock, I have Sunday Night Live, which is me again at 7 o'clock. So on Sundays I got two shows. What you doing? Don't lick that, son. Come on, dude. What you doing, man? Why he does this? Listen to me. You need to stop it. Your mouth is not to put your shoes. Okay? I'm gonna catch you again. As small as you is, I will pinch you. So you know you're doing wrong. Okay? You know you're not supposed to. This is the shoe. You don't put that in your mouth.
Fetty said little man loved the camera.
Huh?
Fetty said little man loved the camera.
Yeah, he do. And he always want to come up there and look up there. Look. He's gonna give you his bump.
Last Dragon said, what's up, brother?
Bless my brother, peace and blessings. I have a guy who's just into camera. He look. Watching this, he clapping now. Look. You see, he like to see himself. You see this? Yeah.
We creating our design. We creating our design said you're the real GOAT.
Yes, my brother, give thanks. I appreciate you. And this is what it's about. We come together, we're gonna be mighty. I am for you and you are for me. What I don't understand, what I don't understand about my people, we are very supportive when other people from other race does things, but and we give it our all. But when it's our own kind, when it's our own people who is creating and doing things, we don't get the support we get where they try to break us down, take us down, and all of that there. Like I said, but I know it's a hardship, and I know nothing comes easy. And I know today I'm getting a fight, some of the fights, but I know I'm getting the right fight. Little.
Scott David King said one love from Australia.
Bless up. Somebody said something about little what, little time, little something.
Little say, I read that one. He said little man.
Oh, I couldn't say little man. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So I appreciate y'all people, man. And guess what? You know what it is? As long as I know when I come through that the messages that I'm delivering is accurate and y'all are feeling the vibes is right, and y'all could see through everything that I bring forth, that I touch. After I get off the platform, y'all sits down and y'all see it's real. Real represent real, real recognize real. So this is not something pretending or false pretending, make believe. I mean, I'm touching this. This is strictly facts. It's real facts. This is like the brother Papa Doc. This brother right there. I always say this brother is different. This brother, what's wrong? This brother brings a lot of info. A lot of info. Now, a while now, years now, I've been seeing this brother. But I like what this brother doing, because this brother bringing plain. Look, get this boy here. Go over there. This brother bringing plain as day. Plain as day. He's bringing it. So, and he's bringing facts. He's bringing truth. He's actually enlightening the things that the average black is not going to show you. The average black is not going to talk about. The average black is going to hide. He's going to be scared. He's scared. Now, you heard Papa Doc said to you, there are a lot of people, death threats and all of that sent out to him. But he's going to do what he got to do anyway. He don't care about who trying to stop him, because he know what he's doing is for the people. He knows what he's bringing out here is for his people. So he's bringing the information that his people need. It's the only thing about some of his people, some of our people, is because of the lack of knowledge, they become worse than the enemy. Because you're trying to tell them something, and they're so cahoofed up and lost that they're the ones who believe that you're a crackpot. They're the ones that believe that they have to take it upon their own to defend their masters and to defend the unrighteous. So our own people sometimes could really be some monkeys. This is why the whole world calling us monkeys. Because, I mean, monkeys going where the bananas at. The enemy got the bananas and they jumping over there talking out, pointing over there. And the black man have the black people have the bananas over there. You got some black monkeys, yeah, they over there too. But they will sell you out for planting. And you see the planting bigger, but so that's how it is. So yeah, the brother Papa Doc doing this thing, and I just saw he put out a video that I was about to that I think I spoke about already. And he spoke about it too, where is the human cyborgs or artificial intelligence life, where you have a robot that is programmed looking like a human being, and that's why sometimes some of these people, they send them into meetings and they are places, and you think they're human, and they're either robots or some type of fake person, however they want to create, either a robot or a hologram, or how they call it, reptilians or whatever, however they really want to put it. But they create these things because, as you see, they already could make a person look like a person. I see the people make a robot, the thing look like Trump. And they make another one look like the Queen. So they have ability and they move and talk and like a human person. So this thing sitting over there giving you a speech and it clearing out its throat and sitting there with their hands like this talking, and now and then we just go like this and move. But people, you all gotta study people's reaction and people's body reaction, because see, one thing, men could mimic a lot of stuff, and this is why I tell you, the people are not, their eyes, they're getting blind. Spiritually, physically, and mentally, they're getting blind, because I could tell a real person from a fake person. Trust me. Unless if you've been practicing fakeness so long that you become fake. Because I could tell, I don't care. No matter how much they try to make it look like somebody, I will tell. Because I know a real person when I see a real person. I know a real person. So, a time will come that human beings will not even be able to identify human beings, because they're not being associated, they're not being affiliated, and the human love is being harsh, it's getting cold. So man to man is so unjust. Bob Marley sing about it, man to man is so unjust. We don't have the love for each other. So people don't really study people, don't watch people anymore as a human being watching the next human being. People just see people and bypass people. In other words, you're gonna be living across the street and I kind of kidnap your neighbor, put a robot in it that look like your neighbor, and you will not even know that's not your neighbor. You will not know that person will live there for another 5 years, and you might even go over and talk to your neighbor, not don't know your neighbor. That's why there's a part in the scripture that says, "Thou shalt know thy neighbors." You should know your neighbor, because a time will come. If they're making all these joy bots and making all these people looking alike like human beings, a time will come, these people, they're going to kidnap the real people and put these people there, and you thinking it's that person. Sometimes that man dead long time, but they send that sideboard right there, and the sideboard is programmed. Know the moms, know the sister. They have all your. Remember now, the doctors start keeping records of your personal lives. They are keeping blood blood samples. They're keeping a lot of info about you. These things could all be proved. Wow. I'm under my chair and I get a slap on my feet. And I don't have a cat, and I'm looking to see if it's my son. That is under the chair, but he's not under the chair. But I get a big slap behind my heel. See, man, I'm telling you, the life is funny. I thought it was my son in there because I'm not seeing him. I'm not hearing him making no noise, and I think he's crawling under here, but he's not no here. But I feel something slap me on my heel back. Just hit me on my heel back. There's nothing under the chair. Doesn't have no cat, no dog, no pets. But my son is not here. Anyway, people, like I said, strange things happen. So this is what it is, people. And we're gonna stay for what it is. We're gonna stay real at it. And every Sunday we have two talks. Like I said, do not forget smash the like button, share the video, turn on your notification bell. If your notification bell is off, you turn it on. And if you want to subscribe and get unsubscribe it, you can subscribe again. And let's keep it going. The more the merrier. I will be bringing these type of topics and this stuff. When did I do the dance? It was Saturday I did the dance. Yesterday.
Friday.
I think Friday. It was Friday. So I have my little dance. I'm gonna be doing. I'm just creating, being creative, doing stuff too on my platform, creating my platform, staying ahead, doing stuff, doing my own stuff. So again, I appreciate you all guys, and all praises unto the Most High. Peace and blessings. One love. The time. The uneducated man is out. Peace and blessings. One love. So you said that guy used to